Hey guys, first I have to say congrats on purchasing the Noble Signature preset. I'm so excited for you to try this out and see how it looks on your own work. I'm just going to be walking you through a step-by-step tutorial on how to use Noble for your very first edits. So let's get started. First I'm going to open Lightroom. Inside Lightroom, down below here, you'll see I've already pulled in a sampling of raw images, kind of give you an overview on how to use the preset in different lighting scenarios and from a handful of different photographers. So we're going to get going on our very first image. This photo is a beautiful image by Melanie Osorio Photography. We're going to be applying the Noble Signature preset. And upon first click, you can tell that the image is a little bit too cold. So we're going to dive in and warm it up. So just coming over here to the basic panel and just adjusting the temperature up a bit. I'm also going to be bringing the highlights back in the image a little bit, and then because the image is a little bit side or backlit, we're going to be bringing the blacks down, and this is a great way to give your image a little bit more depth if you lose a little bit from backlighting scenarios. I highly recommend doing that, and then also bringing the saturation up just a touch for an image like this just to give it a little bit more life. And I'll show you the before and the after. And next we're going to an image by Mallory Dawn Photography, and I'm going to be applying the Noble Signature preset on this. And I can tell on first click the exposure is a little bit too high, so I'm going to be bringing that down just a touch. I'm also going to be warming it up a little bit, so just bringing a little bit more warmth to her skin tone. And then I'm going to hit J just to kind of see how my highlights are. If you see a little bit of red, that means you can still go ahead and pull your highlights back just a little bit more, and that photo looks beautiful. So this is the before and the after. And then this beautiful image by Sisterly Photography, you can already tell it's a little bit cold. They're definitely in a shaded area. And so I'm going to put the Noble Signature preset on, and the image still looks a little cold and a little bit flat. So we're going to be bringing up the exposure a little bit, warming the image up. And then to add a little more life, we're going to bring the blacks down and the saturation up just a touch, and then possibly even the tint down just a tad bit. And here we see the before and the after. And this is a beautiful image from a styled shoot. I went ahead and applied the Noble Signature preset. This is pretty close to a one-click edit. That's always the goal, other than just adjusting your basic temperature and tint and exposure. I probably would bring that down just a tad, but there was the before and the after. Here's an image by Jen Gagliardi Photography, applying this Noble Signature preset. I still have the J selected so you can see where the shadows are a little bit dark, where it's blue. I kind of like that in some images. I think it does have a nice filmy depth to it. This image, the temperature, tint, exposure, all looks beautiful. So here's the before and the after. And here's another image by Jen Gagliardi Photography. This is a Nikon file as well. I'm going to be applying the Noble Signature preset. I really loved this photo as an example, just kind of seeing when your subjects are more in the cooler shade, and then there's also some warmth behind, just kind of how to navigate and edit that photo. So I'll walk you through how I would go about it. First things first, I would definitely bring the temperature quite a bit warmer, really focusing on getting their skin tones nice and true to life color. After doing that, I can tell my exposure needs to come up just a little bit, and then I need to bring more blacks in on this particular image because it does need a little bit more of a punch. I'm also going to be bringing my saturation up just a little bit, and there we have it. Beautiful image. And then last but not least, I'm going to be working on a film matching example from 10th and Grace. This is just a beautiful image. I'm going to go ahead and apply the Noble Signature preset. And then next to it, I have my film image. So this is the coloring that I'm trying to attain and trying to film match. So I'm going to go ahead and control and click and lock the film image to the second window. And then I'm going to go back to the digital image and really focus on getting my exposure and the colors to match up. So I'm going to be using the exposure here and just brightening until I feel like it's really very similar to the film. And then I'm going to be warming up the image and then also bringing the tint a little bit more magenta just to try and better match that film image. And I think we have a very close match. So this is the before and the after. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we are just so excited to see the beautiful work that you create with Noble.